Welcome, welcome, welcome to the film review show that has death sentences on 12 systems. Now, to celebrate the release of the animated Star Wars film, The Clone Wars, I'm going to give you one hell of a treat. Strap yourselves in, folks. It's the top 10 Star Wars spin-offs in the whole damn galaxy. At number 10 is Star Wars Clone Wars, an animated television miniseries produced by Cartoon Network. On air between 2003 and 2005, the series is set in the time period between the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Whilst never quite achieving excellence, the series nevertheless won an Emmy for Outstanding Animated Programme in 2004. Cruising into 9th place is the 1997 computer game Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. Heralded as a masterpiece, it was the first Star Wars gameplay that incorporated lightsabers and the Force, but also online multiplayer action. Even though it slightly sucks, it also scores nostalgia points for being the first Star Wars franchise to film lightsaber footage since the Return of the Jedi in 1983. At 8, it's the one and only Star Wars Kid. On November the 4th, 2002, the 14-year-old high schooler from Quebec filmed himself using a golf ball retriever in the style of Darth Maul's lightsaber. The clip was found by his classmates and shared on Kazaa, a file-sharing service. The clip then went on to be viewed roughly 900 million times and also led to a lawsuit after the kid's family claimed he'd been the subject of harassment. Personally, I think he's great. In at 7, it's the Star Wars Gangster Rap. This marvellously inventive fan film started life in 2000 as a song written by Jason Brannon and Chris Crawford. However, it took on a life of its own when animator Thomas Lee discovered the rap and used it to hone his flash skills. The result has been seen 20 million times and even had a special edition released in 2004.
What does thy bidding, my master? It's a disaster, Skywalker, what after? What if he can be turned to the dark side? Yes, give me a powerful ally, another dark Jedi. He will join us or die. We got Death Star, 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 we got Death Star.
Cruising in at 6, it's Darth Vader being a smartass. This YouTube hit has ratcheted up 4.4 million views, courtesy of an editor called Doomblake. The video came about as an accident after Doomblake was cutting a trailer for The Empire Strikes Back. When he scrolled back and forth over Vader's opening pod, he realised he'd struck comedy gold.
Comscan has detected an...
In at 5, it's Adam and Joe's Star Wars TV. Adam Buxton and Joe Cornish became British cult legends in the late 1990s thanks to their lo-fi Channel 4 sketch show. Their zany approach to comedy had them recreating movies using stuffed toys and sending Adam's pensioner father to review music videos and smoke pot at the Tribal Gathering Music Festival. But best of all was their use of Star Wars figures to parody popular British TV shows.
Dark side. It's a plot against everyone in here.
I think that's absurd, Wicket. You've made a number of wild accusations.
Is it true you have smuggled an R2 unit into the house and you have shown people holographic projections?
At 4, we're doffing our hats to the multifaceted talents of Steve Oudekirk, writer of Bruce Almighty and the Nutty Professor. Steve also created Thummation, the technology behind his thumb parody projects, which included Bat Thumb, Franken-Thumb and the God Thumb. In 1999, he gave Star Wars fans a right old treat with Thumb Wars, the Phantom Cuticle.
You may file away.
I'll never tell you a thing.
That is a bad attitude.
At 3, we salute a spin-off that was so obscenely bad that it's actually good. Yes, folks, it's the legendary Star Wars Holiday Special, a 2-hour TV spin-off transmitted in America in 1978. In the show, Chewbacca and Han Solo visit Chewie's homeworld to celebrate something called Life Day whilst being pursued by evil agents of the Galactic Empire. Despite boasting Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher in the cast, this was quite comfortably George Lucas's biggest mistake. To this day, the poor man can't even talk about it.
It's okay, everybody. He's gone. How are you? I gotta go. Have a nice life, Dave, but be careful. A lot of troopers in here. You're like family to me. Bye, everybody.
At 2, it's Family Guy, Blue Harvest. This hour-long special sees Peter retelling the story of Star Wars Episode 4, with several Family Guy characters recast as Star Wars characters. The result is a gorgeous blend of close-to-the-bone Family Guy gags and a hilarious takeoff of the Star Wars galaxy.
A little hourglass, and it's not letting me do anything. It says buffering. What is that?
Just give it a minute.
All I'm trying to do is make an MPEG.
All I'm trying to do is tell you to wait a minute.
And finally, in first place, it's Robot Chicken Star Wars. Robot Chicken is an Emmy Award-winning stop-motion series that first appeared on the Adult Swim network. On its most basic level, the brainchild of Seth Green and Matthew Seinrich takes simple puppets and puts rude words in their mouths. But in the Star Wars special, the show took itself to new heights, parodying some of the franchise's most memorable scenes to fantastic effect.
You're so dumb. The Emperor